The war between Marvin and Polly Shore. What you think the war the sweater for? Villain ain't the metaphor. I got paid and made a slave of my favorite whore. But who could ask for more?
Yo. This is Smooth Talk Podcast. I'm your host, D Smooth. And you are?
Ruby Red. What's up?
What's up, man? We here another week, man. We give y'all nothing but the hottest topics, man, right here on Smooth Talk Podcast. Another week, another episode. Giving it to you live right here on Beat the Block Radio and Live 365, man. Tune in. So, how was your day today, Red?
My day was great. It was great. How was yours?
It was a hot one. I know that.
Yeah, most definitely.
In the Hampton Roads area, man, it was like 95 degrees today, man. Humidity over 100. For real. So, man, we're going to jump right into it, man. We're going to start off with what we left off with last week with this topic right here. We left off last week, you know what I'm saying? We was giving a little recap, man. I was just saying to Red that I think that money, finances was the number one cause or number one thing to building a household. And Red, you said?
I said that I just went blank. I said it's the communication and the trust that would be those characters to me would be more what takes to build a household.
Always communication. I think let me go back on what I said last week, because like I said, today we're airing next week. What we're doing today going to be on the radio station for next week. But what I said last week was that finances was the number one thing. I'm gonna go back and take that back. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna split finances and communication, because they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say they go hand in hand. So with that being said, I do apologize for last week. Because, like I said, I mean, finances is everything. You can't move and you can't communicate without the finance. That's how I believe.
Now, you can communicate without having the finances. You can communicate how your finances are, so we can build together and get them finances right.
But there you go. But that's why I say both of them go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? Because if you got the finances, the communication gonna be easy. Babe, you need to take this money, put it over here. You need to save this money. You need to put this money over here. So you know what I'm saying? Like that makes it even better, because you got that money to move around.
Yeah,
and if you don't have it, you ain't even got no communication. At the end of the day, you ain't got no communication, because the person gonna be looking at you like, what you get paid this week? Well, my check was a little short. What you mean short? So what you saying, we're gonna be late on the light bill? Yeah, we're gonna have to put it off another 2 weeks. So yeah, that's everything, man. That communication is the key. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have the finances. So what you think?
I agree.
Yeah, great.
I agree.
So I can leave off that note and move on to the next topic, because we agreed on that.
Right.
All right, man. So I just had to put that in there. You know what I'm saying? I had to straighten myself and, straighten what I said for last week, and so we're going to go ahead and move on and take a little break right quick, and we'll be back with another topic on Smooth Talk Podcast.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave. But remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. Take one.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman!
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Yo. We back. Another episode. Smooth Talk Podcast. Live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Beat the Block Radio, and Live 365, man. All day, every day. 24/7 internet radio station, man. Beat the Block Radio. I'm your host, D Smooth, and you are
Ruby Red.
Ruby Red. That's what's up. All right, man. So let's jump back into this topic, man. We're gonna jump into this. Here we go. Right. So, what you think about that? Go ahead and read that, Red.
How would you deal with mental health if it was one of your own children? Would you get them help even if they don't want it? That is a great topic.
Great topic. So I'm gonna start off because I didn't had some incidents with, not myself, but an individual in my family had some episodes of mental health, and it's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight. And someone that's dealing with that, like you gotta be a strong-minded person to deal with something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't never know when that individual is gonna flip out. You know what I'm saying? You never know when that individual is gonna hurt somebody. So dealing with that is very hard, especially when it's coming from a family member. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how. I mean, you know how to control them, but you really don't. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna let Red speak because I gotta go into because like I said, I got a couple of cases of that because I have some family members in my family that's dealing with that as we speak, and it's really sad. It's really sad, and like to know that individuals are dealing with this. So go ahead, Red. You explain yourself.
Well, I feel like it all depends on what age is the child. When you start seeing signs of mental health that's not normal. Me personally, yeah, I would, if it was my own child and I start seeing signs at a young age, I would try to go get my child some help. However, when they get a certain point in age, you can't force them to go. You can only encourage, but you can't force them to go.
Mm-hmm.
I have not dealt with that personally. So I really don't know too much on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
I can just go based off how I feel. But yeah, me personally, I would, depending on what age they are, like I said, I would go get my child.
But so put yourself in a situation where your child flips out and you don't actually know what's going on with your child. You know what I'm saying? Like how would you deal with that? So if you was home alone with your child and your child just, it's a difference between mental health and is a difference between your child having a temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm about to say too.
You gotta know the difference between that. So if you get to the point where you're scared and you just don't have no alternative, you know what I'm saying? You can't call nobody, and the only person you can call is 911. Like that's serious.
It is serious
stuff because you don't know. Like my okay, I had an incident. I got a little cousin. My uncle passed away, and I have a little cousin that always was sheltered. You know what I'm saying? Always in the house. You know what I'm saying? Always stayed quiet. Was a quiet individual, and so my uncle passed away. You know what I'm saying? My uncle was that guy. You know what I'm saying? He could control the whole room. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is just look at you, and you gonna sit down. You know what I'm saying? You you just gonna tighten up for real. So, and my little cousin, like I said, he passed away, and my little cousin, he flipped out on his mom. You know what I'm saying? Was like, you gonna give me some money, because she wasn't giving no money. I guess he was trying to go to the store or whatever the situation. And he was like, well, you gonna give me some money, and try to snatch her purse. You know what I'm saying? It was just going off. So she called one of the family members, but by the time that they were gonna get to the house, you know what I'm saying, he probably would already did the damage. So she called the police. You know what I'm saying? When they get there, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna lock him up. You know what I'm saying? He's a colored guy. So you know what I'm saying? Is already you
Did
already
you
have
say colored.
Yeah, I mean, because I can't.
Okay.
We on a podcast, so we can't really say certain things. But you know what I'm saying? He's a black kid. You know what I'm saying? And so, they're gonna act a certain way towards them. You know what I'm saying? You're already hostile. So you know what I'm saying? When they get the call, they already know that you hostile. You know what I'm saying? Because of the call situation. So when they got there, they hemmed them up. You know what I'm saying? Hemmed them up, did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? And he got locked up. But knowing that, so she was telling them, like, look, he got mental health. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? When they come, even if they know they can't handle you, and depending on how big you is, they might come like 4 or 5 cars deep. You know what I'm saying? And they come in the wreck shop. So it's really hard, man. And especially like I said, she gotta make that phone call to the police to be like, look, come pick my son up. You know what I'm saying? And how are you gonna deal with it? Because nobody want to lock their child up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, it's a strong, you gotta have a strong mind, and you gotta know actually what you're doing when you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then what I'm saying, I had a couple of friends that they went out partying. You know what I'm saying, in a different scenery. Going to another state or something like that, and they even got slipped a Mickey. You know what I'm saying? And nobody don't know what a Mickey is. It's a drink that somebody put something in your drink. You know what I'm saying? And you just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to yourself, just like your mental state is just gone. You know what I'm saying? You walking around with coats on in the summertime, and I know y'all done seen those individuals like that. You know what I'm saying? That is. It's a mental health thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental health thing. So I know I'm doing all the talking, Red. Yeah,
no, I'm listening because, like I said, I'm taking some pointers from you, getting information from you on this topic.
I mean, yeah, because it's kind of hard. It's really kind of hard dealing with that because, like I say, I got a nephew that's the same way. Used to stay with my mom. You know what I'm saying? His mom was, in the Merchant Marine, so she was always gone all the time. And I used to be there like all the time. So I used to see my little cousin, or I'll come there or whatever. And he just caked up in the room all the time. Caked up in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, did you ever get out and get some air? Go, you know what I'm saying? Or he'll order his food and then he'll carry it back in the room. You know what I'm saying? So one day, my mom was like, I just don't know what that boy be doing in that room. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's puzzling me because, like, he ain't a normal kid. He just don't come out. He just don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't mingle. You don't sit out, unless. And then I seen signs. White school. And when he used to go to school, man, he used to wear like trench coats, and I'm talking about like, oh, come on, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you wearing trench coats and you putting eyeliner on in the morning, and you got your hair like spiked up. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, bro, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. I'm all right. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we got to the point where his mom used to give him money. You know what I'm saying? Like she on the ship, so she can't really, give him money like that. So she give him money on the card. So he used to get money on the card, and he used to just go to Amazon and just buy like swords and stuff like that. Like, what the world? And then put them in the closet. So my mom was like, when she started seeing that, she was like, oh no, he gotta go. He gotta go. He got to go. He got to get up out of here because I don't know what you're gonna do in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're gonna catch an episode or what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And you buying all this stuff, like what is that for? So you got to be careful, man, because you see stuff like that. You don't know if a kid carrying to school. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he gonna hurt somebody or somebody gonna try to hurt him, or you don't know. And then you got an individual that don't talk. You know what I'm saying? So how can you deal with that? How can you deal with that?
That would be autistic. The best way you can deal with that is to go to therapy, put them in therapy. You might have to not just take them, but engage with them so you can learn the behaviors and see how to handle it. That would be the best way.
But what if you would have, like, what if you don't? And then, like I said, you dealing with, nobody wants nobody wants them to tell them about their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a hard situation when you got to deal with that, because he had an incident where my aunt submitted him into a hospital. You know what I'm saying? And she did it off of his conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I'm hearing hearing voices in my head, and, you know what I'm saying, like I'm going through, you know what I'm saying? And when that occurred, you know what I'm saying, and she's a Christian lady, so, you know, when that occurred, she's like, oh, no, the devil can't be in here. You know what I'm saying? She started putting holy oil on the walls, and, you know what I'm saying, like doing a whole bunch of stuff like, no, that can't be in here. You know what I'm saying? I can't have that in here. So, and then his mom is on the water. So how can, you know what I'm saying? She's miles and miles away. How can she, you know, how can you deal with it? So she had to do the best thing for the child. She had to admit him in the hospital. So she did, you know what I'm saying, and got the Red Cross to come out, you know, fly my sister out or whatever. So, you know, it was what it was, you know what I'm saying. But you dealing with that. Some people don't want you to tell them about their kids sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Even if it hurts, even if it's bad or whatever, some people don't want you to talk about, you know, their kids. And that's a real hard, that's a rock and a hard place sometimes, because you got to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
So, like, mental health is really serious, man. It's really, really, really serious. And you see it every day. It's happening every day. And it's getting more and more, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you can see it more and more every day. So let's be alert. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're dealing with. I mean, I can't tell you how to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Because only everybody's case is different. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Right?
Yeah. And while we're on the topic, I do want to recognize the month of June. This is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to recognize that while we're on this topic as well.
No doubt, man. Hey, also go and check us out, man. We are on YouTube, and we be live on YouTube, live on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be live on the radio next Sunday. This episode will air next Sunday on the radio station. If you could download the app, Live 365, go into the search bar and find Beat the Block Radio. And we, like I said, Beat the Block Radio is a 24/7 internet radio station, man. You can listen to all the latest hip hop and R&B of today and tomorrow. And you know what I'm saying? And you can just tune in, man. Tune in to us every Sunday. Every Sunday, man, we'll be tuning in. You can tune in to us. Ruby Red, D Smooth, man. We'll be back in this moment.
Yes.
Brings with it. 30 hertz straight up.
Yes, sir, it's open. The all-new Berkeley Supermarket bringing you fresh meat, seafood, produce, and traditional grocery items. Berkeley Supermarket is open for business right around the corner at 201 East Berkeley Avenue in Norfolk. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And finally, good soul food cooking is coming to Berkeley from the Soul Food Kitchen. Check out the latest location inside your friendly Berkeley Supermarket, featuring our lunch and dinner menus that include mouth-watering selections of baked and barbecue chicken, savory turkey wings, extra mac and cheese, smoking collard greens, savory candy yams, pork chops, slow baked ribs, and our fresh fried chicken you can get by the piece or by the bucket. And now serving breakfast starting at 7 a.m. Come and support your neighborhood traditional grocery store, 201 East Berkeley Avenue, Berkeley Supermarket, and the Soul Food Kitchen. It's all about quality and service.
Yo. Welcome back to Smooth Talk Podcast. I'm your host, DJ D Smooth, and this is
Ruby Red.
Red. What's good, Red?
What's good?
All right, man. I want to jump off the subject for a minute. Like I don't really be. I know we be on the schedule sometimes, but I want to know. I mean, because you know me, I like criminal stuff. Have anybody ever heard of the Karen Reed trial? So I'll tell you about the Karen Reed trial, man. I was talking to Red the other day about the trial, and she was like, "Man, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know what's going on."
Out the loop.
She out the loop. So like this is a trial that is really, really crazy. And I know, I mean, I'll be watching it on court TV all the time. Like I'm glued into it because like it's some criminal stuff going on, and they trying to say that this lady hit this man with a SUV, a Lexus SUV, and killed this man and broke her tail light. I want to know who, like, she couldn't even hit that man that hard to even break a tail light. Like I it's just crazy. Like just think about your tail light. Like I mean, like on your car. You know what I'm saying? Like how hard you have to hit somebody to break a tail light. Real talk. What you think?
Sure. Well, did she hit him and then something else?
But the case doesn't tell that. Like if you watch the trial, there's okay. Let me show you. Let me tell you what the injuries are. He has lacerations. He has like 6 or 7 lacerations on his arm, right? Mm-hmm. He have 2 or 3 lacerations on his face. 1 abrasion on his nose. He has a cut over his eye, and he has a skull fracture to the back of his head, like somebody hit him in the head with something. You know what I'm saying? And like this look, and he got 2 black eyes, so it looks like somebody beat him up. It looked like he had an altercation with somebody, right? But if you go and look at the story, I can't. It's a lot to this story, so I can't really go into details about it because it's like so much that you just won't understand if you haven't watched it from day one. But so it doesn't, the scenery and everything just don't add up. It just don't add up. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage you, because we almost at the end of the trial now. So I think Wednesday, the jury is gonna come in and they're gonna elaborate and they're gonna do their thing and they're gonna say, you know what I'm saying, guilty, or you know what I'm saying, she can walk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. Like it's so crazy because there's so many twists and turns. Like it's a cricket cop involved and he under investigation right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is up in Boston. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell y'all. So like this is up in Boston. So it's a small town. I guess it's like it's I can't even give you a number of how many people in the town because it's like a small town. But the people that's involved in this situation is like a mob family. You know what I'm saying? They known in the neighborhood. They might sell a little drugs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And like they the big family in the neighborhood. Like everybody knows them. So that you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like the police know you. Everybody know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? The police even come to your house because the guy that owns the house that John died on, he's a former police officer.
You know the names and everything, huh?
When I say everything, I'm talking about day one, yo, day one. So John O'Keefe is the guy that died on the lawn, and Karen was his girlfriend. So Karen, she's an alcoholic. She drank a little bit. You know, she drank a little too much, but her and John got problems, you know what I'm saying? And they've been together for like a while, you know what I'm saying? So going back into history, John's sister passed away. And then right after, a month later, so John's sister passed away. And then right after that, a month later, her husband passed away. So John took the responsibility of the kids, you know what I'm saying? And the kids when they was like 6 or 7, I think, when he first got the kids, and they like 14, 15 now, you know what I'm saying? So like he raised those kids, and Kern was with him the whole time that he was raising the kids, you know what I'm saying? So they knew Kern, you know what I'm saying? But they had their little thing. John was a little frisky little dude, you know what I'm saying? He liked women. He liked women, you know what I'm saying? And when he get drunk, he just, you know, he just friendly. He's just a friendly individual. But what I say is the cricket stuff going on, like it's crazy. It's crazy. You know. And like I said, I tried to get you to dive in on it from day one so you can catch up, you know what I'm saying? But it's too much right now, so you can't even catch up, you know what I mean?
You can fill me in though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I say fill you in, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So they try to say they had a party. And when they had this party at the house, everybody was at the house at the time that they had this party, and they trying to say that John never went in the house when he came to the party. So when he came to the party, where did he go? You get what I'm saying? Where did he go? So nobody can say that he came in the house. Like nobody can say he came in the house. So what happened to him? And then he ended up on your lawn dead. But a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. It was 2 individuals that was provoking him to come to this party. Like they really wanted him to come to this party. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a kickback. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was having something at the house, and you know what I'm saying. But when he got there, Kern dropped him off in front of the house, and nobody never seen him go in the house. So did he go? Was it a secret back door or something?
Or were they just not paying attention to who's coming in and coming out?
One individual say they seen an individual come in the house, and John was like 6 feet, and he always wore this ball cap. So somebody said they seen a glimpse of a man in the house, but they didn't. They said it on the stand. You know what I'm saying? They said that they seen a glimpse of a man that was about 6 feet come in the house, but they don't know who it was. But the last what was it? Friday, the prosecution rest their case. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have no more witnesses, and they done with you know, their situation and proving that she's guilty or whatever. So now the defense came in and brought 3 character witnesses to the stand to tell that, you know, what their side of the story, and then the prosecutor had to cross-examine them. So it's like it's crazy, man. So and these individuals that they brought on the stand, they really knew what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They really knew what they was talking about the phones. Let me tell you this: everybody in the house got rid of their cell phone.
That's weird.
That's weird, man. That's weird right there. Everybody in the house got rid of their cell phones. One individual, he was like 21 or something like that. So he came on the stand, and he left. They supposed to have said that he left early or whatever. So he don't know anything about it. So he was like, well, he went to a party with a friend, and somebody took a picture of him and said that, you know, his knuckles was beat up. Like his knuckles had like bruises on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? From him being in a fight. So they put him on the stand. They was like, look, man, have you ever been boxing? And he was like, nah, I ain't never been boxing. He was like, you ever punched a punching bag or whatever? They was like, nah. And they brung up that picture. It was like, so why your knuckles red? You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I was at a party and it was ice on the driveway, and I slipped and fell, and my knuckles hit the driveway and slid down the driveway. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? Like, why is y'all not saying anything about, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. Because your whole knuckles will be scratched up. Your whole everything on this part right here will be scratched up. Like, what's the problem? Like, your knuckles is just bruised. It's like you've been in an altercation. For real. So, like I said, it's some weird stuff going on. People taking they chips out their phone and putting in and breaking the phone and deleting all the messages out the phone. And then you got the head prosecutor, the head detective on the job, like deleting messages and deleting pictures and videos out of the phone. So like that's some crooked stuff going on, for real. Crooked stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely.
That's so it's gonna be when people go back and look at it, it's probably gonna be a Netflix series, or it's probably gonna be like a Hulu series or something like that. So she gonna get if she don't go to jail, she gonna get some money off of this. She gonna get some money off of this. Somebody gonna make a movie out of it or something, because like, and then even if she get off, somebody still gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Somebody still gotta be charged for this. Like, this man died. They still want answers. The family, you know what I'm saying? So who did it? If Karen didn't do it, and she been charged with, you know what I'm saying? She been not charged with the crime. Who did it? So, like I said, like this trial right here, bro, is really intriguing. Like, it's really got me. You know what I'm saying? From day one, like, and it's been like in 2022 that the crime happened.
Oh wow, this man.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, so they've been through like pre-trial and, you know what I'm saying, jury selection and all that stuff. So they all the way up to the trial situation. So like, I never knew anything about it. So I caught it on the humbug because I was like looking at I was on TikTok, matter of fact, and I caught it on TikTok, and it was talking about a drive. What did it say? What's it say? A hit and run, and then cover up, a police cover up. So I was like, what? And I like crime situations. Like I like First 48 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really intrigued by that. So I was like, let me dive into this and see what happened. You know what I'm saying? I went all the way back to day one, and I was like, nah, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That made me just dive into it even more. You know what I mean? So what you think? You ever had any, any little trials and stuff like that you was hooked on?
No, not really. But the way you describing this trial, you gonna make me want to go back and look at it from day one.
You should. Even if you get a one of those individuals that do the recaps, you know what I'm saying? Like recap from day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way up, you know what I'm saying? All the way up to they on day 28. I think they all the way up to day 28. So you got to go all the way back from one all the way up to 28. You know what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of people on the stand. You know what I'm saying? First of all, what they did was they brought everybody that was in that house on the stand, and everybody lied. I'm talking about everybody lied. No, we was in the house, and I left at this time, and I left at this time, and they pulled everybody records. They pulled everybody GPS. First of all, this what got me about the case. This man died on the lawn, right? And his girlfriend found him because she dropped him off. So she was like, he got to be at that house. So she went back to the house. When she went back to the house, I think it was like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. When they went back to the house, she seen him laying in the snow. Like she seen his jacket laying in the snow, right? So she ran out, jumped out the car while the car was still rolling and everything. Jumped out the car because she wasn't driving, she was drunk, and jumped out the car, like try to lift his shirt up, try to lift her shirt up so they can get, you know what I'm saying, so he can put the get the body heat together. And then I'm talking about this man we don't even know how long he been in the snow. They say he died from blood force
to the head.
That, and then they said he hypothermia. You know what I'm saying? So those was the cause of death. But how long he been out there? So then this what gets me too. So this another thing. The owner of the house, right? So if you look at the pictures, he has lacerations to the arm. So it looked like a dog bit him. You know what I'm saying? It like a dog bit him. So the people has a dog. They had a German Shepherd, and they rehomed the German Shepherd right after, like a month after this incident happened, that he dies on the lawn. Don't that sound funny?
It does.
Really sound funny, right?
It does.
So then I'm gonna play a recap for you. If I could do it. Let's see.
Yeah, play a recap, because this sounds like the game of Clue. You remember Clue?
Clue?
Yeah, the game.
Yeah.
The game of Who Done It.
Who Done It? But if like I said, if you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? Like you need to like try to find it. So I'm trying to get it to the point where I can find I think this is it right here. Hold on. Probably can. All right, so here you go right here. So I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
Okay, let's see.
I don't. Could you hear anything? You couldn't hear anything? Oh, you got your. Hold on. Let me see. You was muted. You was muted right quick. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I was trying to see, can I might have to find a way to, because it probably was muted or whatever. But if you could see like all those people, like those are the individuals that was in the house at the time that they was going through the trial situation. And they just all stick together. They a family, so they all stick together. Like we didn't see him, he wasn't here, we don't know what happened. But a man dead on your lawn though. That's what gets me. Like somebody knows something.
Yeah.
Somebody knows something. You just can't say that he was, he never showed up and she hit him. Like, and then another key factor to this situation, the time frame that they say that she's supposed to have hit him, and she was back at his house because she was living with him. She had her own place too, but she was like in and out with him because she was keeping the kids and stuff like that. The key part to the whole situation is she logged into his Wi-Fi at a certain time. So if you go home and you got your Wi-Fi on, your Wi-Fi is gonna automatically kick into your phone, correct?
Right.
Right. It's gonna log in. So with that being said, when police officers got her records, the Wi-Fi at the house kicked in at a certain time, and when the people saying that she's supposed to have hit this man. So, and then the defense is trying to get an acquittal because it's so much evidence, you know what I'm saying, that's out there that these people are not even taking heed to. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it, man. It's like, it seemed like everybody in cahoots, even the judge, you know what I'm saying? Because when the defense is asking questions like that, she be like, what she say? It stands. Like, they was like, why, what, like, wow, I can't get nothing out. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing. So I don't even know what's going on. So I'd be like, what? Like, this thing is, it's intrigued. I'd be intrigued. It's exciting to me, man, because like I just want to find out if she guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? Because if she guilty, then they got a lot of crooked stuff going on in that town. Mm-hmm. And they need to be exposed for real. But go back and watch it, Chanel.
I will.
Yeah, go back and watch it
now.
Recap. Mess around, you'll fall asleep. Be like, hey.
That sounds about right.
All right, so let me take a look. What?
I'm gonna take a look at it though, for real.
Yeah. All right, so let's take another break right quick, and then we'll be back.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
The store should bring me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan. We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
The most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
All right, we back with another episode of Smooth Talk Podcast, man. My bad. I'm sorry I got off track today, man, but I had to talk about that trial, man. It was like it was like I said, it's about to come to an end, and like I said, I'm very interested. So once I get Chanel on board, he can tell you more about it too. So you know what I'm saying? At least it'll probably be over when we talking about it next time. So what you got? What you got, Rube?
I don't know. Let's go into our next topic.
You know, we ain't got that much. We about to run out of time. So we'll bring up a topic and then we'll work on it. We'll work on it next week. Let's do that. Let's see what I want to do. Oh, what about this? That's deep. That's deep right though.
Yeah, that's real deep.
Or what if your husband or your wife got fixed and never told you? Like going into the relationship, going into the marriage, someone got their tubes tied, or the husband had a vasectomy, you know what I'm saying? And he never told his wife.
That's where that trust come in.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's that pettiness too. That's that pettiness too, man. Some people be petty because they be trying to find out, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you doing stuff that you weren't supposed to be doing, or I know this happened, so this can't happen. You know what I mean? Let's get into this next week.
Yeah, we don't have to.
I'm gonna have to bring somebody on to have a talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So we can get a deep conversation going on. I think this is gonna be the whole hour segment right here on this topic right here.
Yeah, because this can go a lot of ways, especially if you're trying to, or the wife or husband wants another child or wants a child in the marriage. So
yep. So that's gonna be deep.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, it's another episode 2, Smooth Talk Podcast. Like I said, I'm your host, D Smooth, and that is you are
Ruby Red.
And we're gonna come to you next week, man. Same bat channel, same bat time. Every Sunday, 8:00 p.m. right here on Beat the Block Radio. Live 365 all day, every day. Giving you nothing but the hottest topics, man, right here on Smooth Talk Podcast. See y'all next week, man.
All right, peace.